Most people picture royal travel starting with flashing cameras and crowds waiting outside the airport. In reality, Prince William's arrivals are often the exact opposite. The goal is simple: move from the car to the aircraft with as little attention as possible. Airports have many areas that ordinary passengers never see. Service roads run behind terminals. There are maintenance gates, cargo entrances, and private aviation sections used by charter flights. These areas are quiet, controlled, and perfect for discreet arrivals. When Prince William needs to travel quietly, his security team coordinates with airport authorities well in advance. Vehicles carrying him are cleared through restricted gates where the public is not allowed. Instead of pulling up to the busy departure curb like everyone else, the car drives directly onto the airport's operational side from there. The process is quick. The vehicle may stop only a few meters from the aircraft stairs. Security officers check the surroundings, open the door, and within moments he is already boarding. Sometimes this entire movement takes less time than it would for a normal passenger. Check a bag. Airport workers in the area are usually told very little. Only a few supervisors know the passenger's identity. To everyone else, it simply looks like a private traveler arriving for a flight. This quiet approach keeps crowds away and avoids media attention. It also makes the journey smoother. No delays, no long walks through terminals, and no public announcement to the thousands of travelers inside the airport. The future king may have just arrived and departed without anyone noticing at all. Royal travel does not always mean private jets. On several occasions, Prince William has chosen to fly on regular commercial flights just like other passengers. It might sound surprising at first, but commercial travel can actually be practical for certain trips. Short flights across Europe, quick journeys for family visits, or travel during busy schedules sometimes make commercial airlines the simplest option. When this happens, careful planning takes place behind the scenes. Tickets are booked quietly, often under controlled arrangements handled by security staff. Seats around and may be reserved so protection officers can stay close without drawing attention. These officers rarely look like bodyguards. They dress like everyday travelers. Some wear casual jackets, others carry backpacks or small carry-on bags. From the outside, they look like passengers heading to work or going on vacation. Prince William himself usually keeps things simple. Comfortable clothes, a low-key jacket, and sometimes a baseball cap help him blend into the environment. Airports are busy places where people are focused on their own schedules. Many travelers are looking at their phones, checking boarding passes, or rushing to their gates. Because of this, someone sitting nearby may not recognize him at all. There have been moments when passengers only realize who shared their flight after landing. A photo might appear online later, or someone might suddenly notice him while leaving the aircraft. For those passengers, it becomes a surprising story to tell later. They spent hours on a plane with the future king and never realized that royal schedules often appear very organized and public. Official visits, ceremonies, and public engagements are usually announced well in advance. But travel details are handled very differently. When Prince William needs to move between locations, the information is carefully controlled. Only a small number of people know the exact plans. Security teams, a few airport officials, and selected staff members handle the logistics. Even within those groups, details are sometimes limited. One person may know the departure time, but not the arrival location. Another may prepare transportation without knowing the full schedule. This approach prevents information from spreading too widely. Public announcements also tend to be intentionally vague. A statement might say that Prince William will attend an event in a certain city, but it may not reveal exactly when he arrives or how he gets there. By the time the public hears about the trip, he may already be in the country. The strategy protects both safety and privacy. Large crowds gathering at airports can create security challenges. Media attention can also complicate movement through public spaces. Keeping travel plans quiet allows the journey to happen smoothly without disruption for Prince William. This means he can focus on the purpose of the trip rather than the attention surrounding it. Meetings, charity work, and official duties can begin without delays caused by travel logistics becoming public. The fewer people who know the details, the easier it becomes to move quietly from one place to another. When Prince William travels for official duties, he sometimes uses aircraft arranged by the British government or military. These planes are practical for transporting royal staff, security teams, and equipment needed for international visits. However, These aircraft rarely look as dramatic as people expect, unlike some presidential planes that carry bold national markings. Many British government aircraft appear fairly ordinary from the outside. Their design is simple, and from a distance, they often resemble standard transport or charter planes. This low-profile appearance is intentional. A plane that stands out too much can attract unnecessary attention when landing or taking off. Keeping the aircraft visually neutral helps maintain privacy and reduces crowds gathering near airports inside the aircraft. The setup is designed for efficiency rather than luxury. Seating allows staff members and security officers to travel together. Space may also be arranged for brief meetings or preparation before official events during international visits. This aircraft becomes a traveling workspace. Schedules are reviewed, briefings take place, and staff prepare for the moment the plane lands. Sometimes the aircraft lands at smaller or less crowded airports rather than the main international hubs. This allows faster movement from the runway to waiting vehicles to someone watching planes on the airport fence. It may simply look like another government transport flight, but inside, the future king of the United Kingdom may be preparing for the next official engagement. Wherever Prince William travels, a professional security team is always nearby. Their job is to keep him safe while making their presence as subtle as possible. These officers belong to a specialized protection unit trained to handle royal security in many different environments. Airports, public events, hotels, and crowded streets all require different strategies. One of the most important skills they use is blending in. Instead of wearing obvious suits with earpieces, many officers dress like normal travelers. Some might appear to be tourists. Others look like business passengers or airport staff. They position themselves carefully around Prince William without forming an obvious protective circle. One officer may walk slightly ahead, scanning the path. Another might remain behind, watching the surrounding area. A few may sit nearby during flights or wait at different points inside the airport. Communication between them is constant but discreet. Small radios or secure phone systems allow them to coordinate movements without attracting attention. They watch for unusual behavior, monitor nearby crowds, and quietly adjust positions if the environment changes. To most people passing by, these officers are simply strangers going about their day, but every step, every movement, and every location has already been considered. Routes are checked, exits are noted, and transportation is ready when needed. This invisible layer of protection allows Prince William to travel through busy places while keeping the experience calm and controlled. Most travelers never notice them at all. Royal travel plans are rarely as straightforward as they appear. One common tactic used by security teams is the use of decoy schedules. Public itineraries may list an event for a certain time, while the actual arrival happens much earlier or later. This small change makes it difficult for large crowds or unwanted attention to gather in one place. Sometimes alternate travel routes are also prepared in advance. Vehicles may leave at different times or from different entrances to avoid predictable patterns. By keeping movements flexible and slightly uncertain, the security team reduces risk and ensures that each journey remains controlled, quiet, and safe.